What's going on, everyone? I hope you guys are all having a great day. In today's video, I'm going to be going over the current state of Apex Legends, and no, I'm not going to be hopping on the bandwagon with all the other people who have been saying Apex is a dead game since Season 4. I'm just going to be going over what's really happening with this game at the moment because there is a lot to talk about. And starting off, I was already planning on making this video before Respawn announced that they would be stopping support for Apex Mobile, and honestly, this is kind of a disappointment because it was bringing new people into Apex, not to mention players and fans alike literally had been talking about the release of mobile since the early days of even Season 2. Then the game finally came out last year on May 17, 2022, and unfortunately it will be shutting down this year on May 1st. And I'm sure the full story of what exactly happened behind the scenes will eventually surface. We do know what might have happened. I will say, if you have ever played normal Apex Legends and then you played on mobile, especially recently, you would know that the game is somewhat different than the parent game. At this point, Apex Mobile has gone on to have its own identity with different legends, a different storyline, different content, and I should say in a lot of ways, Apex Mobile was upstaging the parent game with its steady stream of new content. Now with that breaking story out of the way, let's talk about Apex in general. Now starting off, most players like you and me already know why some people are upset about playing Apex Legends. Recycled LTMs, strange cash grabs, a broken matchmaking system, bad servers, and overall lack of content. But after all that, the reason Apex continues to thrive for the most part is because it is a unique game, and if you are into battle royales, Apex is one of your best options, and it does continue to hold a pretty decent position on all the charts, although it would probably have a lower position on the charts if everybody wasn't making alt accounts all the time. Now some people are always going to say that Apex is dying, and especially as every season begins to feel like a filler season, the average player is going to notice that Apex feels very dry. And honestly, this is because not all the devs at Respawn even work on Apex. A lot of devs at Respawn have either been leaving or they make up the large group of devs at Respawn who were assigned to other games to work on, like the EA Star Wars games. So knowing this and seeing that Apex is always lacking in new content, this is really nothing to be surprised about because of the split dev team. Now let's talk about the whole topic of Apex dying. I don't believe that Apex is dying, rather I believe that Apex has slowly been falling out of the spotlight, if you will. When Apex first came out, it was solely owned by Respawn, and when the game was about to release, Respawn went ahead and paid every streamer you can think of to play it on day one, and because of that smart marketing strategy, the game began to spread like wildfire. It also didn't hurt that Apex was a free game to play, so anybody who was even interested in playing Apex could just get it for free and try it, and then get immediately hooked. But now you have all these people making content about Apex Legends, and the game just keeps growing in popularity. Plus, it was a completely new and original game in the battle royale genre, so people were quick to start the grind. Now let's fast forward to present day, because the strategy to promote the game at launch only really works for a period of time. The game is new and people want to log in and try it. Now currently we are at the end of Apex Legends Season 15. Apex is nowhere close to being a new game, and what I think only brings attention to Apex Legends now is people talking about it, like a new LTM, a new season, or really any new content. And as for the current player base, a new map is going to make people more excited to play than a new recolor of a skin. When a new map is about to come out, you'll see all these news articles about it, bringing more attention to Apex. But every time Respawn announces they're going to be bringing a new skin out, you're not going to see that getting attention, unless it's, well, not for the best of reasons. And that really leads me into my main point of this video. Apex can really feed off of publicity. It always has, even from day one, and surprisingly, whether it's good or bad, although I would prefer it to be good. And I think where Apex is going wrong is the hook, the attention, the excitement. You want to be giving players an incentive to play. When players think to themselves, why should I be playing Apex? You want them to think of that brand new content that just came out this week, or anything else that is going to get the player base excited to play. And unfortunately, Apex just isn't getting that. And I would like like to reiterate that in no way is this the devs' fault. They are only going as fast as they can with the numbers of devs that they have. However, I would like to point this very interesting detail out, and only veterans of Apex will remember this leak, if you want to call it that. Apparently, when Season 3 of Apex Legends came out on October 1st, 2019, the devs over at Respawn were apparently already working on Seasons 6, 7, and the seasons after that. And I don't think too many people understood what this really meant. If all the next seasonal content was made in a super short period of time, how much content are we really going to get during those seasons, and how good is that seasonal content really going to be? And we found this out firsthand. A good majority of all seasons after Season 4 were very bland. And right now, as we look into the future, what are we actually seeing? We know Apex Mobile is going to be shut down with a possible re-release at some point, although I really don't see this happening for a very long time, if ever, because if you remember in Season 8, we were told that private custom matches were just around the corner, and you can see that it was apparently a very large corner, so to speak. We also know that a new single-player story game that was apparently in pre-development taking place in the Apex Titanfall universe just got scrapped as well. So looking into the future, what do we have to look forward to? A $160 recolor? So wrapping everything up, I don't think Apex is going anywhere. However, I do think it's going to slowly lose its player base over time if new, and I mean new and original content, isn't being added often on a regular basis. If that were to happen, Apex would probably start to regain popularity and bring old and new players into the game. Honestly, if we just got some changes to Apex and how its content was released, the game would be great. And I think a large majority of the player base would be very happy with this. Even though the Battle Royale genre in general might be past its prime, I think Apex, with just a couple steps in the right direction, might even revive the slow declining genre that it is a part of. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, everyone, and I'll see you all around later. Bye, guys.